Yeah. What's up, everybody? Woo, bright light. There we go. So, here at BFR Motorsports, location number 2, that would be the driveway. We are going to do a little project today on the Mustang. And if you have hood pins on your car, your wannabe street car, wannabe race car, and you want to switch over. So there's a lot of issues with having hood pins, and I'm going to go over some of those issues right now. I will show you. Unless you get really high quality hood pins, this is what happens. Look at how this is nasty. I'm almost embarrassed to bring this car to a car show with these hood pins on, but we have a fiberglass cowl hood. It's a 4-inch cowl hood, and the catch underneath does not catch correctly. They're a pain, and it's honestly dangerous to rely on that catch. So if you have a fiberglass hood, you should have hood pins, but these are trash. They probably sell these at AutoZone, but the kid that I bought this car from, he put them on, and they're just trash. They're not stainless, so they're all rusted. You can see how bad the rust is on these. And then on top of that, right, so let's take this one out. These come off. So you're supposed to rivet or screw these on. Problem is, if you don't do that, this is what happens. So that disc rotates and vibrates and has taken all of the paint off of the hood. And it's just horrific looking. Like, why would you do this? The paint is gone, bro. Like, you trashed the paint on the hood. So we're going to fix that today. And we have got Aerocatch, right? And these are going to look much, much, much better. If you have a car with hood pins and you want to switch to these Aerocatch, I'm going to show you how to do it. Hopefully we don't fuck this up too badly. Come on. There it goes. So you take off the backer, and you're going to take the backer and make a template. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to trace this. The inside of this is the same size as the outside of that. So we're going to trace this, and then we'll tape off the hood, and we'll put the template on the tape, and then we'll mark it, and we'll cut it out. We'll see how it goes. Now, the good part is I don't have to drill any holes because, as you can see, the hood pin is already through the hood. Now, hopefully, what I haven't tested to see is if I can pull this pin out and use the pin for the Aerocatch. And that is actually the first thing that I'm going to do, because these pins need to be able to go into the hood, and hopefully we don't have to put a second hole in, and hopefully we can use the holes from those hood pins. So let's check this out. Well, it looks like what my man did is he just used the factory. This is the stop, the adjustable stop for the hood for factory, and he just put it in that location. So we can see over here, that's what he did. We have success. So there is the Aerocatch pin, and it's pretty loose. Let's see if it goes. And look at that. There she is. A little bit of adjustment, and we will be able to get that put in. We have got both sides taped up here, and what we're going to do is lay this out, because we need to lay out this template. It's got to go at an angle because of this. Let's see if I can show you this. There's a body line right here, and then this goes up to the cowl, but there's another body line right here, and we kind of need to match that line, because right, if we make this straight like this, I think it's not going to sit level, flat on the hood. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and match this body line. So it's going to be a little bit of an angle like this. So I'm just going to take a few measurements and then I'll lay out this template. Template is done and marked. Man, this always makes you nervous when you're about to cut in to the body on your car. You got one shot at this. So fingers crossed. Fuck it. Let's go. So one thing I highly suggest, one, if you're cutting through fiberglass, is that you wear a mask, which I'm not doing. And two, you get a magic marker and mark, because the dust from the fiberglass, I'm starting to not be able to see where I'm gonna cut. So let me grab a magic marker. Get all my pieces out of here. Oh, that's nice. That fit is perfect. All right, so the next step, I have to mark the holes, and then I'm gonna drill some holes. So these Allen bolts are a 2.5 millimeter, which sucks because I have 2 and I have 3 on the ratchet. I don't have 2.5 on the ratchet, which means you got to do it by hand, which pisses me off. But let's see if we can get this. So we got this to slide this way. Yeah. This is going to be tricky. That was not easy, but I got it. You have to, once you get one screw and then you get a second side, that's all you need. And then it'll hold. Once it holds, then you can start getting the other ones in. And that's the really tough part. Once you get the other ones in, it'll go. That was not easy or fun. A little bit frustrating, but yeah, look at that. That is not bad at all. I like that. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice and clean. There is just a tiny bit, you can just barely see it on that top edge there. Otherwise, check that out. Look at how much better that looks than those hood pins. Sleek, the black blends in so much nicer. That is just so much better. All right, well, it only took me like 2 hours, so let's get the other side done. Well, I'm not saying that this one's easier than the other side, but maybe this much easier. Got all our holes drilled. So when you drill your holes, it will look like that. And we've got So this is the trick, right? You tape the nuts to the back, and that way they don't fall in. I had one fall in on the other side, and I had to cut out the whole bottom just to be able to hold that one nut on the bottom. I was not happy, but that's the way it goes with these projects. Just past it, like, it's the one thing, my gripe about these is that you have to cut out a huge area on the bottom of your hood. So under here, there's this big hole now. It just looks like shit when you open the hood. The only people who are going to see it are at a car show, but yeah, it's, 6 in one, half dozen the other type of thing. Just kind of sucks. So what you do is get this in here and then hold on to that sucker, and then we drop that in, and you get one side, get that, and then reach on over. Once you get a couple of screws set, then you can get the rest of them in. I'm also just really upset that they used a 2.5 millimeter. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you just use a 2 or a 3? It's just so annoying. This does not want to seem to catch this bolt. There we go. This looks super nice. I'll get it cleaned up a little bit. Other one is already on, and I've got my latch set and the pin set. So I'll take care of this pin inside of here and get it lined up. We should be just about done. Look at that. So they're up, and then all we do, you press them down. We press down until that's lined up. You can see inside of there, that lines up. And then press that one down. This one, line them up. Closer. Look at that. Seriously. This is so much cleaner, so much better. And the black with the black wheels, look at how much better that looks. I can't get over it. I wanted to get a finished shot in the daylight, as I really ran out of daylight at the end of this project. So let's take a closer look at these Aerocatch Hood Fasteners. These are so much nicer, seriously. So if you want to put these on, it'll take you about 3 hours, and that's that. If you have to drill the holes, I didn't have to drill the holes. If you have to drill the holes, it's going to take you a little bit longer than 3 hours, because you're going to have to do a lot of measurements. I didn't have to do that, and therefore I probably saved easily an hour or two of time off of this project. But yeah, loving it. That's it. Thanks for watching. Peace.